Sometimes
right
I'm just
now.
gonna go Jamaican on y'all.
Learning with leads, you talk about movies and moments. Playing games without controllers. Listen to new shit and oldies. And me, I just chill with my brody. And yeah, we got all that you need.
Music and news, bumping music, old and new. Every week we coming through. Now welcome to the break room.
From the break room. Welcome to the break room. Welcome to the break room. From the break room. Welcome to the break room. From the break room. Welcome to the break room.
What it is, everybody, I appreciate y'all taking a break with us here at the break room. This is episode 104. And you're tuned in with Mo Benji,
Kurt Lee.
and we have a special guest here. You've seen him here before, Corey Mo.
I'm on the
Back at it
534 and
again.
the 210, and I'm sitting right
What up,
next to a
break room?
tweaker.
Why that had to be the one you played, bro?
I meant to do the claps, but I just let it slide. What's up, Corey? How you doing?
I'm good today, man. Feeling good. Hanging out with the guys.
Well, I'm
Back
glad-
for another episode of the break room.
Another episode of the
104.
break room.
104. That's nice.
Hey, you know we moving, man. It feels like 80 yesterday. I don't even remember 80 to be honest with you. But hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm ready to take a break. I have a lot to talk about. We've done a week off because, of course, we'll talk about it during our check-in. But we're glad that y'all are here with us today. And you know what it is? I got a special one for y'all today. I found it. I'm like, man, I'm playing this. It's old, but it's good. It go by the name of Dream by Chris Breezy. Chris Brown in the building. But I'm going to tell you right now, I checked in to Lubbock this last week. That's why I was off this pod. But
Boring ass love.
this song got a lot to do with it.
I gotta say something.
Hey, go ahead, because I know.
Chris Breezy, like he like the LeBron of R&B.
God damn. I
Damn,
had to let you
LeBron.
say it. I had to
When
let
is
you
this
say
nigga
it.
gonna fall off?
We don't got time for that.
Never.
Bro, this man drops 60-track albums.
That shit crazy. Who listening to 60 tracks?
All
Not
of his
me.
fans.
Not
All of
me,
his
but
fans.
trust me.
Some of his
He
diehard
gets
fans.
number ones. And it don't
reason.
matter. It don't matter if there's 7 of those that are perfect. Those perfect ones. Yo, add to his catalog for.
That's how much he in there just making music, just one after another, just in the studio all day long.
Bro, you know how many feelings and how much emotion you have to make songs like this for 2-3 decades?
Maybe you had that emotion, but you figured out the formula.
Yeah, he's
You can
human.
figure out the formula.
You
and
know,
then
he's
feel like
loaded with
anybody's emotions.
plenty of life experiences and emotions and all that. So
I think
he
y'all
lived a
are.
long life.
I think yes, all of that included. But the number one thing is what? If I can sing, I can say anything. Say anything.
Yeah, you heard plenty singing lyrics that are like pretty basic whenever you say them out loud, but like when they're sung, damn, you feel like this shit mean a lot.
Bro, I was with Ray yesterday and I was just saying, baby, please come home tonight. You know how simple that is?
Right.
But if you knew how to say that properly, it's the greatest line ever and everybody can relate to telling their woman or man to come home tonight.
I want
Man, that shit is
I want
simple.
an R&B album like that. You know what I'm saying?
shit's
something,
simple.
something cold like that.
But
That's what you want us to do?
no.
Shit, I'll bust an R&B album right now.
You just hating on my
Bust an
line.
R&B album
gonna do
out
it?
right now.
You gonna do it? You
What
gonna do
the
it?
fuck? He talking about, all right,
You gonna do it?
Dunning-Kruger.
All right, well, check this out. Well, one thing I will say while we checking in, I'm gonna play another song, man. One of my favorite songs out there when I went country for a week. I'm just
I fuck
playing.
with country heavily.
One thing I've always been saying, yo, country is the same
Top
thing
five,
as
top
rap.
five.
Country is the same. Top 5. There's only like 7 genres that are actually good. Okay, so check it out. Country is the same thing as rap. Now they're
It's
adding
clo-
even
yeah,
808s
similar.
into country which is making it more of
So
a
that
rap.
this new version of country.
I have an epiphany that all genres will be blending soon. Pop,
Nah,
hip hop,
nah,
rock, and
Nah,
R&B.
I don't think so. Country's is the white people's version of what we see hip hop for us.
Well, yeah, they singing about their lives just like
they're singing
you know
about their
rappers
lives and
rap about their
experiences.
lives.
So
you
this
feel
is
me?
everybody's living their own life, and it just happens to be we all the same.
That's why a lot of country songs are about heartbreak and shit because you know you go through that shit. You
A
know
lot of
what I'm
R&B
saying?
songs about heartbreak. You know what I'm saying? Like
And being America.
motherfuckers is just living life.
Nah, understood.
I fuck with country. Though.
Hop-
All right, we still checking in, folks. I'm sorry. All right, so yeah. The reason why we've been gone for a little bit. You know what? I'm not going first. You go first, C.
Okay. So this week on the check-in, man. You know what I was thinking about?
What you
Thinking about?
Yeah.
I was thinking about the fact of shit could be right next to you and you don't even fucking realize it, right? So there's a lawsuit that's happening here in San Antonio with the Days Inn and with these apartments that I live in. I'm not gonna tell you the name, but with the name of these apartments that I live in.
You said the name of the days in, so they could just. Okay.
I just said Days In. This is 1,000 days in. It said with the Days In. Anyways, there was apparently there was a teenage girl that used to live in these apartments, you know, a couple months ago, whatever. But whatever had happened was she ended up getting kidnapped, and you know some shit was going on with some people that were known to have been doing some kind of shiesty shit out here. And they took her to a Days Inn. They're doing all kind of stuff to her, blah blah blah. But they were basically prepping her for like human trafficking, right?
Oh wow, you got
And
real out here.
it's real out here, right? And like when she ended up escaping and shit, and so that's why she's ended up like suing the Days Inn because they were kind of like turning a blind eye to some of this shit, and at the same time the apartments here was turning a blind eye. You know how scary that is to think an apartment is turning a blind eye to people trying to
would
traffic
move
out of their
immediately.
fucking complex. Oh, that's what's happening in this lease. It's about to be up.
Fam, let me ask you a question. You got me thinking now. What do you think that when you said they're prepping her for sex trafficking? What do you think that is? I know what it is. I want to ask you what your
Sexually
opinion on it.
assaulting her, drugging her up, getting her addicted to drugs, so she has less of a reason to leave once she's out there. Getting her
Beautiful.
disoriented.
You know how
disoriented.
nasty that is to do to a 16-year-old girl?
Yeah.
She
To
was a
do to anybody,
16-year-old
any
girl.
age, but
She was
I'm
a
saying.
16-year-old girl, and the report said that they dragged her out of the apartment. That means was she staying with a parent?
Maybe
or
they
a
just weren't
guardian
home.
that
Maybe they
weren't
at work.
home?
Yeah.
And now she's getting dragged out and then forced into a Days Inn. And how do you not get out of the Days Inn? Like, it locks from the inside.
A lot of human trafficking victims are in rooms. Like they find them in hotel rooms.
Right, but like, I need to understand. Are they just cuffed to a bed?
Yeah, they're probably cuffed and drugged, so they're not yelling all the time. If they got them drugged up on morphine, you're not gonna be help, help for fucking hours. You're not gonna do that. If you're fucking some shit that's gonna
Shit,
make you
I
nod
would.
off, you're not about to say shit.
Yeah, that's why you got to have a high drug intake.
This is
Have a high drug tolerance, so we gotta have a
why they
bunch of
catch
drugged up ass
15-year
kids.
age.
Hell no.
This is
No,
why
I'm
they kidnap,
kidding.
you know,
I'm
young
kidding.
girls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's fucking stupid. Do you understand? Like the thing about like Always Sunny in Philadelphia, they just admitted to being on the official sport drink for Epstein Island. I'm just kidding. It's just a TV show, guys. But anyway, shit like that, like fucking rich.
Wait, you
folks-
watched the new episode already?
No, that was like on a couple of seasons ago.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say
That was
that.
on season 14. But yeah, like these older people that want young children. I have never ever found, like, I love studying, I love researching things. I have not found the reason or the for pedophilia. I have not understood what is in your mind. The only thing I have come to is as a young adult, you probably were going through like your hormone changes and you never got none. So maybe as an older person, you're like, what is it like for a young person?
There could be a lot of
And
reasons,
that's the most
bro, but
disgusting thing ever. But that's the only. What other reason?
Bro,
Why do you
this is
like
the
a
thing.
little fucking?
There's-
Because you can't control and
remember what I was telling
what?
Look, remember what I was telling you a few
Not a
pods
good
ago?
idea to try to get inside of a pedophile.
I don't want to, but
Bro, right,
like,
but I mean,
bro,
look,
like
look.
it is obviously
Remember-
it's trying to get like looked at it as it's okay. There's a fucking like
Yes,
shit
yes,
that's
yes.
going around that's saying, hey,
yeah, no. But look,
Oh my
look. Remember a few pods ago when I was telling you about those random kind of like mental disorders, the rare shit? This may not be as rare, but I
not.
feel like that's a mental disorder. Maybe it's like some people are like they're mentally a child, even though they're like 40, right? Not saying that that's them, but like some people, that's a mental disorder. They're even physically 40 years old and can do whatever the fuck 40-year-olds can do, but mentally they may just have like the mind of an 8-year-old or some shit. Like that shit happens. So maybe instead of the mind of an 8-year-old, maybe their sexuality never grew up with them. Because you got to understand.
Because they didn't get none to grow up with them throughout their ages.
Because you got to understand, with us, when we were 5 years old, or not 5 years old, let's say 10 years old, we liked the girl in class. We thought she was attractive at 10 years old. Facts. If you're looking back now, she's just a little girl, right? So as you get older, your attraction, your attraction changes with your age.
Trust me, when I was like an 18-year-old, I didn't think a 35-year-old would be attractive. Today, I do.
It was rare. It had to be like a J-Lo or something.
Like today,
I'd be like, oh, she's one of them baddie
attractive. That's fine.
Exactly. So as you got older, it aged with you. So maybe those people, it never aged
because they didn't get none.
Maybe
they didn't get to experience it at the time. So then finally, because they were working so hard, so then finally at 38 years old, they get their own business, and now wow, I just got my first like $750,000 contract. But damn, I've never actually talked to a woman because I've been working so hard on this. Maybe I should talk to a young woman to see what it's like, and then go from there.
Well, that's probably a good amount. That's probably a good amount of those niggas that's like that. Yeah,
exactly.
But there's a lot of reasons, so it could be anything.
Did y'all ever watch the documentary on Hulu about the Jared dude?
Oh yeah, Subway guy.
And that's kind of what the deal was. He was a big guy in high school.
Yeah, that was his deal.
Tease stuff. Lost all this weight, and then made all that money, and then what happened?
Rich money, haven't really like had you said.
He was attracted to young girls, but like I said, he never got that attention when he was a kid.
I think he was attracted to young girls forever.
He was attracted to young kids.
Never got nothing.
But like you said,
because he was a fat kid, that attraction.
The attraction
never left.
to the age never left.
It never left because you didn't get.
You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't get.
Which is disgusting. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, man. There's.
Can you blame people that weren't able to have normal attraction at that age?
Yes, no.
Listen. So what you're saying is that at that age, something that happened to them wasn't their fault, and you're saying that this is because you can decide to do anything you want.
He was overweight.
You can decide to do anything you want. If you're attracted to children, nigga, then you ain't gonna have a happy life, motherfucker. If you want to do the right thing, you're not gonna have a happy life.
He didn't have a mental disability.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So if they're either choosing between a happy life or pretty much like he didn't living in like I guess depression or whatever. So motherfucker living that depression because the opposite, the other end of what you're doing is some wild ass shit.
He was overweight. That was it.
I think that should just be in some people, bro. I think that shit just in some niggas.
He was an obese child, and then he lost the weight. So the only thing that changed was his physical appearance,
but not
his age attraction to the age.
What about these people that are attracted to like 3-year-olds and 5-year-olds? Like that isn't. I
don't understand that.
That's not even part of y'all's.
That
thing.
might be like a 3.
How are you attracted
to what? Hey yo, that's the thing, bro. I'm sure all of us here sitting as men, like perfect time to speak, like on it, just to let it be known because I know men don't really speak on it. We pretty much know more than one woman who has been assaulted while growing up.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, do you see how quick that was for us to answer?
Oh yeah, because I've heard
people that stories. People that are close.
Every girl, me too. Every woman, every girl growing up, not only has to deal with growing up. Like I didn't want to be here. Like I got to grow up, and now uncles, cousins, brothers, dads are fucking. I got to deal with them. Like, bro, that is so fucked up in this world, bro.
It is.
So I don't understand, like, why, like, men, after knowing all this shit, just think that is a way to.
Well,
it's not men doing this.
Men are the ones
males that are doing this.
Well, listen,
it's not males.
Males.
You see what I'm saying? It's not men doing it.
The society that we live in, the sexualized culture that we live in. We can't say, oh, men are just inherently bad people. No, it's the society.
He said males, not
males.
Men.
No, I'm saying males are doing this shit.
Men will not
know what's
do
up.
That shit.
Because just
men
like
protect
you said,
women
at a young age,
protect children.
At a young age, when you were 10, you knew you were attracted to homegirl. So yes, society is almost grooming us to be like that. Now it's up to us to be raised differently, but a lot of us, especially we all raised by single mothers. We don't have a father in the household to say, hey, this is not how you treat women.
That's another thing.
We didn't
grew up
learn
with
that.
women.
We didn't learn that until a little later. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, what are we supposed to do? Go against society, everything that's just being forced down our throats from everything. And this is why men are like that. We can't blame males though. Like, we're not inherently bad people. Like, when you're born, no, you learn these things. Let me ask you this, Corey. You learn these things.
It's one of the oldest philosophical questions, debates of time, right? Are people inherently good or bad? You think overall, not males,
it's females, society,
just men.
It's just
people,
world,
people in general. People in general. Do you think they're inherently good or bad?
When you're born, innocent soul. You don't have anything.
Innocent means you haven't done anything. That doesn't mean you're not. There's no propensity to do evil.
Well, you're gonna get that once you start growing.
You know what I'm saying? Because you could be born. You could be the omen child and be born. You haven't done nothing yet, but you're still an evil child, right? Well, evil is a presence. It's something that's on you, whether you've done something or not. Well, the presence
is what we're living in. That's why That's why there's evil, because the world we live in, not because this child is born evil. No.
So you think without this, like, say if society was just how we used to be, like just people, out in nature doing shit, not a whole lot of technology, blah, blah, blah. Do you think that makes people more good?
Well, I don't think there was
just
ever
living in that type of.
I don't think there was ever a time where that existed.
So no, people were never good. So you're saying people are always bad. So that's what you're saying. Men, society, because people have to have societies in order to survive. That's how we survive. So if we have a society and the society has always been bad ever since there's been societies, which is always since there's been people, you're saying people are inherently bad. That's what you're saying.
Well, I guess because we create the society, then I
guess so. There's no way to have humans without society. We're literally just you can't even have monkeys without society.
But you kind of that's why I say you got to kind of be aware and make a change. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's environment. You know how like certain animals,
same thing.
No. Certain animals adapt to their environment to a certain point. If they live in it for so long, right, they evolve to the best possible version of surviving in that environment now. So if we're not any better than animals. Nigga, not saying like in a sense of
what we are.
Blah, blah, but no, we're just conscious. We're more conscious than them. That's what's made us more self-aware in order to do all this shit. We're not better than them.
That's what I was speaking about, being aware. And that's what makes us different, because we're aware of the fact that we're doing it, but we're still doing it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing about man that makes us better. I mean, not better. That makes us more advanced than animals, and at the same time, darker than animals is the fact that we can deceive.
If we know it's the society, then we have to be aware of that, because it's hard to change a society, but you can definitely change yourself and your surroundings.
What does a good society look like?
I wouldn't know.
Like, I mean, so how do we know ours is bad? What if it's just society in general? Like, what if that's just how society is, and this is just how man is? Man is just leaded towards evil whenever they have the opportunity for too much freedom.
I don't believe that we live in a good, healthy society. No, I don't believe that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, a lot of shit. Of course.
This is why we lead all nations in serial killers and murderers.
Oh, by far. I was looking this shit up the other day. New York has the most bodies.
It's not
the
even
most
close.
Serial killers.
So you say
Texas behind.
What's a good society?
We're 7th in literacy, 27th in math, 22nd in science, 49th in life expectancy, 178th in infant mortality, 3rd in median household income, number 4 in labor force, and number 4 in exports. We lead the world in only 3 categories: number of incarcerated citizens per capita, number of adults who believe angels are real, and defense spending, where we spend more than the next 26 countries combined.
This is what they telling me. A lot of people dying, they chalking it up to poverty. I slap them in the face, I make sure I do it properly. Tell me one more time, when my permit for my property? The flashing lights behind me doesn't mean that shit is stopping me. You talking money, it's the only time you gonna talk to me. I be in the stars while they write about me in astrology, and layer after layer like a rock, you ain't as hard as me. And now the people in the seats couldn't live a day in streets. How the fuck they make the laws when they breaking more than me? They can flip the system over, make it further out of reach. How are we supposed to win if our peak isn't the peak? No. I don't feel free no more. I don't feel free no more. I don't feel free no more.
Hey, what up, Flo?
Hey, shout out to Flow Time. Show him Flow Time, bro.
I don't feel free no more.
Hey, we gonna be right back. And I appreciate that conversation from y'all.
Shit, I'm